Good day, everyone. Today, let me introduce to you our topic. It is all about overcoming communication barriers in the classroom. Overcoming communication barriers in the classroom means creating an environment where all students can clearly understand, express ideas despite differences, language, learning needs, or distractions. Involves addressing challenges such as language barriers, cultural differences, disabilities, noise, or large class sizes by using strategies like visual aids, simple and clear instructions, active listening, inclusive teaching methods, and the use of technology. By removing these barriers, teachers promote equal participation, improve understanding, and ensure that every learner has the opportunity to succeed academically and socially. The key areas are the following. First is identifying common communication barriers in the classroom. Here's the example. First is language barriers. Language barriers occur when two or more people cannot effectively understand each other because they do not share the same language or have limited proficiency in it. In the classroom, this is one of the most common communication challenges, especially in diverse learning environments where students may come from different cultural and linguistic backgrounds. For example, a teacher may give instructions in English, but some students may only partially understand because their first language is different. This leads to confusion, lessons, and difficulties in expressing ideas or asking questions. Language barriers can negatively affect students' confidence and participation. Learners who struggle with the classroom language may hesitate to speak, avoid group discussions, or fail to complete tasks correctly due to misunderstanding. This can also create feelings of isolation or frustration, as students may feel left out of the learning process. Overcoming language barriers requires attentional strategies. Teachers can use visual aids, gestures, simple language, and real-life examples to make lessons easier to understand. Encouraging peer support using bilingual materials and integrating technology such as translation apps or subtitled videos can also help bridge gaps. Patience, active listening, and cultural sensitivity are equally important as they create a supportive atmosphere where students feel safe to practice and improve. The second example is noise and distractions are common communication barriers that disrupt focus and prevent effective teaching and learning in the classroom. Noise refers to any unwanted sounds such as students talking outside, traffic, construction work, or even the hum of nearby activities that make it difficult to hear and understand instructions. Distractions, on the other hand, are anything that draws attention away from learning. This could include side conversations, mobile phones, cluttered learning spaces, or even students wandering thoughts together. Noise distractions reduce students' ability to concentrate, listen carefully, and fully engage with lessons. The impact of noise and distractions on learning is significant for students. It can lead to missed instructions, incomplete understanding of lessons, and reduced memory retention. Younger children or students with special learning needs may struggle even more as they require a quieter and more structured environment to stay focused. For teachers, constant interruptions make it harder to maintain classroom control, deliver lessons clearly, and ensure that all students are keeping up with the discussion. Over time, both teachers and students may become frustrated or stressed, lowering overall classroom productivity. To overcome noise and distractions, teachers need to create a structured, well-managed classroom environment. Simple strategies include setting clear rules about when to arranging seating to reduce side conversations, and keeping the classroom organized to limit visual distractions. Teachers can also use engaging activities, interactive lessons and technology, tools to capture student attention and reduce the temptation of distractions. In cases where outside noise is unavoidable, tools such as soundproofing materials, strategic classroom placement, or even background music for focus can help. Next is addressing language barriers in diverse classroom. The example of this is first is visual aids and technology. Visual aids and technology are powerful tools that help teachers overcome communication barriers and enhance student learning. Visual aids include materials such as charts, diagrams, pictures, flashcards, maps, posters, and slideshows that make lessons easier to understand by showing information in a clear visual way. Technology, on the other hand, refers to digital tools like projectors, interactive whiteboards, educational apps, videos, online platforms, and even translation software that support both teaching and learning. When used together, visual aids and technology make learning more interactive, engaging, and accessible to all types of learners. The use of visual aids and technology in the classroom has many benefits. For visual learners, seeing information in diagrams or images helps them remember concepts better. Technology provides opportunities for interactive learning such as virtual simulations, online quizzes, and multimedia presentations that keep students engaged. For students who struggle with language or have special learning needs, visuals and digital tools simplify complex ideas, making lessons more inclusive. Additionally, technology enables access to a wide range of resources beyond textbooks, giving students real-world examples and global perspectives. Next is, the third one is overcoming communication barriers for students with disabilities. Example of this is hearing impairments. Teachers can use visual aids, written instructions, gestures, and sign language interpreters to ensure information is accessible. Seating arrangements are also important. Placing students closer to the teacher helps with lip reading and clearer sound. Modern technologies such as hearing aids, FM systems, caption videos, and speech-to-text apps also provides powerful support. Most importantly, fostering an inclusive classroom environment where pairs are encouraged to communicate patiently and respectfully makes students with hearing impairments feel valued and included. The second example of this is visual impairment. Refers to a condition where a person has partial or complete loss of sight that cannot be corrected fully with glasses, contact lenses, or medical treatment. In the classroom, this condition creates a communication barrier because so much learning depends on seeing written text, textures, gestures, and other visual cues. Students with visual impairments may find it difficult to read from the board, use printed materials, or follow demonstrations that rely on visual information. This can affect not only their academic performance but also their ability to participate fully in classroom activities and interact confidently with peers. The impact of visual impairment on learning can be significant. Students may take longer to complete assignments that involve reading or writing, struggle to interpret visual aids like graphs and diagrams, or miss nonverbal communication such as facial expressions and body language. Without proper support, they may feel left out or dependent on others, which can lower confidence and motivation. For teachers, it may be challenging to adapt lessons to meet the needs of students with visual impairments, especially in subjects that rely heavily on visuals, such as mathematics, science, or geography. The fourth one is overcoming technological issues in digital classroom. The one of the example of this is backup plans. So backup plans are alternative strategies or solutions prepared in advance to address unexpected problems, challenges, or interruptions that may arise during teaching and learning. In education, these plans act as safety net when the original lesson activity or resource cannot be carried out as intended. For example, if technology fails during a presentation, if materials are unavailable, or if a sudden classroom disruption occurs, a backup plan ensures that learning continues smoothly without wasting time. Having these plans reflects a teacher's flexibility, readiness, abilities to adapt to changing situations. So the fifth one is managing large class sizes effectively. The example of this is, first is group work and peer support. Is a collaborative learning strategies where students work together to complete tasks, solve problems, or support each other's learning. In group work, the teacher organizes students into small teams to share ideas, discuss lessons, and accomplish a common goal. Next, peer support, on the other hand, refers to students helping one another, whether through tutoring, explaining concepts, sharing resources, or offering encouragement. These approaches promote teamwork, cooperation, and a sense of community in the classroom, making learning more interactive and meaningful. The benefits of group work and peer support are wide-ranging academically. They allow students to learn from each other's strengths and perspectives, leading to deeper understanding of lessons. Socially, they help students build communication skills, practice respect, and develop confidence in expressing ideas. For struggling learners, peer support provides an extra layer of guidance, since explanations from classmates may be easier to understand than teacher instructions alone. Additionally, working in groups teaches important life skills such as leadership, problem solving, and conflict resolution, which are valuable beyond the classroom. Group work and peer support are powerful teaching strategies that enhance learning by combining academic collaboration with social development. When guided properly, they not only improve understanding of lessons but also teach essential skills like cooperation, empathy, and responsibility. By encouraging students to learn with and from each other, teachers create a supportive environment where everyone can grow together. Another example of this is clear structure and routines. Refer to the organized systems, rules, and patterns that guide how activities are carried out in the classroom on a daily basis. Structure involves setting clear expectations for behavior, lessons, and procedures, while routines are the consistent repeated actions students follow, such as starting the day with a warm-up activity, lining up before leaving the room, or submitting assignments in a specific way. For teachers, clear routines save valuable time, prevent chores, and minimize behavioral issues because students understand the rules and transitions. In diverse classroom, structure and routines are especially helpful for learners who may struggle with attention, language barriers, or special needs, as they provide clarity and consistency. To establish effective structure and routines, teachers must set clear rules at the beginning of the school year and consistently reinforce them. Instruction should be simple, specific, and demonstrated when necessary. Visual reminders such as charts or schedules on the wall can help students remember routines. Flexibility is also important. When routines provide stability, teachers must adapt when unexpected situations arise. Regularly reviewing and adjusting routines ensures they remain effective and supportive of students' needs. To conclude our topic today, overcoming communication barriers in the classroom is essential for effective teaching and learning. Teachers often face challenges such as language differences, common classroom barriers, students with disabilities, and large class sizes. Addressing language barriers ensures that students from diverse backgrounds can understand lessons through simple language, visual aids, and prepare support materials. And that will be all. Thank you.